Out and you plan it and you do everything you can, but I don't know if you noticed, I'm in a different country. Things are different, cultures are different, and we had no idea. But now that we're here and we got our first day over yesterday, I can't tell you how happy and warm and just grateful I was that things are going well. They seem to be going well. People seem to be happy, learning, enjoying their experience. But until that first hour, I still didn't know if they were going to come. We were shocked.
Do you know if you've had many walk-ins today?
Today, I don't know.
Okay.
Yesterday, I know we had over 100 walk-ins. Which is great. There's people coming, even just hearing about it. Yeah, so, but I haven't heard the number today, sorry.
What about normally in Salt Lake, you talk about how many different countries or anything like that. Have you got any other stats?
I don't have them updated super recent, but a couple of weeks ago, we have over 350 people here from the United States. So that was great. We have actually a lot from Australia, so they're probably the second highest country. There was around 50 or 60.
We've only found 36.
Okay. So there's probably around, yep. And then after that, it really is. I missed Canada. Canada was actually pretty high as well, but mixing those in with America, and then a lot of Germany, a lot of France. Even the Netherlands, some of the surrounding areas. But for the most part, 80% really are here from England, which is exactly what we kind of were hoping for. I think as we continue to grow, if we continue to hold this conference, then more people will cross borders, and see that it's worth it. But we decided to call the conference RootsTech London simply because it was held in this city, with the intention that if we ever go somewhere else in the future, it would be called,
RootsTech Sydney.
Sydney. That's right. RootsTech Sydney, RootsTech Paris, RootsTech Netherlands, or Amsterdam probably, right? Anything like that. But really with the intention that people would cross borders and come. It would be international, everyone from all over. They can't travel to America. Utah is not an easy place to get to. We get that.
So what's been the greatest challenge for you in getting ready and preparing and organizing?
Sure. Greatest challenge. First thing I would probably say 7 hours difference. That was definitely the biggest challenge. My team, I have promised them no meetings before 10 a.m. the second this conference is over. Because we had many 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. meetings, which is very early, So the time difference was definitely the biggest challenge. Working in a new venue would be the second biggest. You just don't know how it works. It's a different country. They're very serious about security here, which they kept telling us, but you don't really understand until they opened the doors yesterday, and we were like, oh, okay, we get it. Actually, you're really serious. So, which is great. We've been loving it, but a lot of learning when it comes to a new location, new culture, all of that. So that's a good question. When do I expect to make a decision whether we're returning? This is the hot question, is that right? And we keep averting it, can you tell?
Yeah.
We quite honestly and very literally do not know if we're coming back next year. And all I keep telling people is it will all depend on all of you, all of the feedback we get. So it's very critical that we get your feedback. Send it on the survey data. Send me a personal email. I have been asking every single person I meet today what they think and what we can do to improve, because we don't know everything, and there's only a place to start, and then we can figure out how to go up from there. So when do I expect to know the answer? Honestly, I don't know that I could do a conference in 2020 unless we know if we're doing it here in the next couple of months. It's possible that we'll look at an international opportunity every other year. That's been a very serious conversation. I don't know that we need 2 conferences every single year. I know I don't need that, but if the world needs it, we'll make it work. So we'll see. It could be 2 months. Honestly, we may not make a decision decision though for 6 months when all the data comes in and we really kind of analyze it. So, good question. I'm sorry that I don't have an answer. Great question. She asked how the numbers compared here with this conference to the first conference we held in Salt Lake City. So many of you know that Salt Lake City is having our 10th conference in February. So 10 years of history. Our first year we had about 2,000 people. And this year here at this conference, we've exceeded that. We've got about 3,000 paid, but really in the end there'll be 6,000 people here on site. That's with all of your exhibitors, your presenters, the people who don't pay for a ticket necessarily, but come and check it out. And tomorrow the atmosphere will change a little bit. If you've been in Salt Lake, you know this a little bit, that younger people will be here. We have 18 different activities and games for them on a map that they get to go around and kind of participate in. So we'll see how that goes. When we first did that in Salt Lake City, it was a little like the genealogist thought, I don't like this. I like a quiet library. What are these children doing here? By now, I think they're used to it. They know that they don't have a choice. And quite frankly, when we first started RootsTech here in London, we didn't think we were going to have that aspect here. We didn't think that would follow us over here. We thought, you know what, we're just going to focus on the industry. But there was such a big desire. Everybody wanted the family activities. So we brought it. So again, I want to hear from you. I really, really want to hear tomorrow especially. Did it work? Did it not? Was it frustrating? Was it okay? You know, Steve Rockwood and I really believe that it's good for the genealogists to see the other half of it as well, and see the young people who will take over their job someday, for the young people to see and respect those who are working so hard in this space every single day as well. So things will change. We'll see how the numbers go, but numbers are very similar, honestly. The first conference 10 years ago in Salt Lake was not nearly this vibrant, or I don't want to say successful, because they were aiming for this in the very first year. It was very much just a large room conference. We had a small expo, but nothing to this scale.
Right.
So, good question.
I wish just to say I'm sorry about this.
Okay.
Regarding the kids and the youth coming, how are we going to make them comfortable if they're not invited? So yes, they may be noisy, they may be running around, but we are not going to get the next generation in unless they feel welcomed and be here with us.
Yeah.
I love that they're coming.
Well, RootsTech surprises people all over, because we really our biggest goal is to attract to be curious. That's a word that Steve Rockwood uses all the time. Okay, there's a lot of conferences around that want to attract the genealogists, and we do too. Thank you, all of you, for being here. But we really actually want the curious to kind of raise an eyebrow and say, hey, what's going on over there at that RootsTech conference? I kind of want to check it out. I don't know if you've noticed, so Comic-Con is here today. You certainly have noticed.
No, we've not noticed.
But we made some cute stickers that attract to that audience, right? Because we have it right here. So as we take advantage of all these people who know what DNA is, they've heard the kits, they've, obviously here for a totally different purpose. But in the end, we all have family, we all want to connect. And Comic-Con is actually one of the best examples of that. They come to this conference to connect with their peeps, with their people, the ones who think and love the same things they do. And we want them to understand that, hey, they belong as well. Whether it's here at this conference or taking a DNA test, or hey, by the way, did you know you could build a tree and see who your grandparents are? So